going on, y'all? It's Eric Techstuffs back with you again with another fun little video. I'm sitting here with a scale. Why am I doing the scale? Well, as promised, I'm bringing out the TS-5011 power supply, Emperor power supply for the 5010. Boy, oh boy, look at that beautiful baby boy. We have 10 pounds, 10.3 ounces shipping weight on this power supply. Oh, maybe a little more. 10 point, almost 12 ounce. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that. 10. That is a lot of weight for this thing. That's ounces. And for everyone else in the world that actually uses a great metric system, it's 4 kilograms. 8.54 grams. But yeah, that's unbelievable for this power supply. And the reason it is, this is the 5011, and it's only meant for the TS-5010. And yeah, this thing here only has 5 amps. That's it. This whole power supply only puts out 5 amps. So, yeah, this thing with a big heat sink on it for 5 amps too. Because you see the other ones that Radio Shack used to have, and they had that baby one which was 3 amps. So this is only 2 more amps more than that one, and that thing was microscopic. But I understand with this speaker. But yeah, we're kind of built, and show you just the back of this too. This has dual fuses on it. Of course, this is the manufacturer on this. This is December of 1994, and it has a 2 amp fuse right here, which I assume is our AC in fuse. And then we have the old school, and of course they're the old school snap-off terminals here for the getting at the fuses, like I talked about in another video. I don't think I put it up yet, an amplifier video for audio, but goodness, this is always fun getting it back in because it's spring loaded and it's only one way, and then you got to turn it. Yeah, just having problems. Not a big deal, it's normal. So we end up having the output fuse too at 5 amps. So that would be our output power fuse to our radio. And the only thing I don't like about this is, it may be just me, is when you plug it in, you got to twist it just once, and it's not a flat lead all the way up, comes up, and it's upside down. So yeah, you got to do one little turn. I may end up fixing that. I don't know how much it bugs me. Then we have our speaker lead terminal here. So dual fuses in and out, it seems, which is great. It's protected in here. We'll see what transistors is in here. But yeah, monster heavy transformer for 10 pounds. I know with the shipping costs nowadays, my goodness, I couldn't imagine. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open. You know, it looks like we have just 4 screws on the side. It looks like 1 right there in the back, and 2 more on the side as well. Didn't find anything much on this power supply, minus a couple quick reviews on it. So let's do something first for the first time on YouTube. Let's open up this Emperor TS-5011 power supply. What's inside this beast? I'm excited. Aren't you excited? Something done for the first time on this channel. So hope you enjoy it as well. There we are. We opened it up. There is the speaker. This is a 8 ohm, 5 to 8 watt speaker made by Sonic. Cool. And the beast of this is the heavy transformer. That's where all the weight is. We have a pack of capacitors here, and they are 35 volt, 4700 microfarad there. And just looking at everything here, looks like there is our voltage coming out, our AC coming in to our switch. So go ahead and just There we go. That'll help everybody. Everybody will be able to see it a little bit. Apologize about that. So here we are inside the unit. This beautiful power supply. I haven't seen many of them. You can see definitely discoloration, but for December 1994. We have our fuses going in, so of course there they are right there. It's going in and going right back out. So there's our 12 volt side. There's our hot, which is coming in from the mains, going to that switch, coming back, and going through the fuse, and then up into the circuit board here. This is just basically a positive lead going in and out as a jumper for 12 volts. And then after, of course, 12 volts, it'll come out our jumper. Odd thing is, and it's kind of goofy, is both those wires look pretty much identical. Actually, they are. So make sure if you have to service one of these, that you put the power leads back in the proper positions, and the leads here, which, I wish were red and black just to keep it easy and safe. We have our bridge rectifier here. We have our transistor down in here. So that majority of this heatsink is for this bridge rectifier for 5 amps. So I'm going to have to get into this a little bit more. But this is the inside of the unit. I'll just show you. There is some circuitry on the headphone jack here. It looks like we have a resistor, another resistor down here, and then we got a headphone jack, which comes from the radio before it goes into the speaker, so it may be some filtering in there. AC amp. Power is grounding out here. We have seemingly a filter capacitor on here as well. So I'm going to write up a circuit diagram a little bit, have something to work with. It's the first time I've seen this. I can't find a YouTube video on it, so this is the first thing I guess will come up for the TS-5011 power supply. I don't know how many are left. I don't know how many were ever produced or sold. If you know, let me know if you ever sold one of these, if you were an old dealer, or it was a president line. It's definitely a president line. There's no question really about that, because excuse me, the manual here also comes to Allen 9001. Came as an Emperor Shogun as well, with green buttons on it. But yeah, that logo doesn't seem any bit familiar, does it? Number 1 CB Emperor. Yeah, just change that to President. Yeah, that's comes on the Emperor Shogun manual back right there. So yeah, that was a slick move there, you did, President. Anyway, we'll be back after I get some kind of circuit diagram, schematic drawn up, sketched out, maybe even on Visio. Who knows? I'll see what I can find if I get real crazy. Otherwise, it'll just be sketch paper, but that's fine too. Just to let everybody see what's going on in these units, because if I can't find anything on this and this thing didn't work, I wouldn't know how to start servicing it. There's no manual, there's no YouTube videos, there's no documentation whatsoever on this. Anytime I put a TS-11 in Google, all I get is the Emperor TS-5010. So I have a working one here. I'm going to go ahead and document as much as I can. I think that's the best thing I can do for the community in general. For anyone that finds one of these laying around, this is now the time to find them. So cleaning out some old sheds, and there's still some people that got into CB in the 90s and have either passed on or packed stuff up and forgot about it or doesn't want it anymore. So yeah. These may come into population again, and it'd be nice to have a YouTube video and document it. Anything that necessarily needs to be documented, like this beautiful power supply here. So yeah, this is that matching power supply, at least for factory stock conditions. Because the funny thing I was looking at as well before I documented is I got this power supply sitting around. Of course, this is the solid state. It's a you just have to put the AC, and then you got 2 common 2 voltage out. with the voltage adjustment right there. And yeah, the specs on this have technology's definitely changed a little bit here. That's 12 volts at 8.4 amps. So yeah, this is only a 5 amp power supply. And as you can tell, this is a very, very extremely light power supply. And you could just take this out and, you know, kind of put this in actually like that. Take everything out and gut it. You can, yeah, you'd have this in a very light power supply, but who would want to do that? You could though, but yeah, these are cheap. So yeah, nowadays you can get these, I think, for about $5 to $10 on eBay and some reputable sources. Depending on the brand name of these, you can get them super cheap. But yeah, don't hook them up and expect them to last long. And if you do, good luck to you if you use a very expensive radio. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and at least document this beautiful transformer-based power supply, and at least we'll have something on the web for everyone else to enjoy.